Okay, first, a disclaimer. I'm not going to get into the juicy details of my health problems, but I do have an important announcement later in the video. On February 9th, I went to the ER. The good news is all the tests came back clean, so I'm technically healthy. The bad news is I'm not really sure what the real issue is. The slightly better news is that I have a good support network and I'm paying more attention to some chronic health issues, so I don't have to wait until it's an emergency to deal with it. The even better news is that I'm taking lots of steps with my care team to figure out what's going on overall and start a positive cycle. Now, down to what it was actually like in the ER. I had heard that there are long wait times, and that was certainly true. I checked in, and some nurses took my vitals pretty quickly, and then I waited about 3 hours in the waiting room. Then I got my blood drawn, and I almost passed out because I hadn't eaten in 6 hours. I also got to overhear another patient's story about splitting her head open on concrete. Eventually, I was led to a bed in the hallway where I waited for another 3 hours for a doctor to tell me that I was completely fine. It was relieving to have some peace of mind, but I felt extra bad because I felt like I wasted everybody's time. Thinking back, when I was going through school, I had terrible mental and physical health all the time. Not to say the school was bad, just to recognize that I didn't prioritize my health or take care of myself, which probably made school even harder and contributed to what I'm dealing with now. I guess it was good to have a bit of a wake-up call as a reminder that health comes first and a reminder to enjoy life because it can be so scary and difficult. In the spirit of enjoying life, I decided to spend the ER wait time watching Netflix to distract myself from worrying. My friend recommended watching the show Lucifer, so I finally started watching it and I was immediately hooked. I've spent much of the past month watching it in my free time, partially to distract myself from being depressed about the ER visit and scary health issues, but mostly because it's a fun show. And I'm excited to say, as I'm working to get healthier, I'm also getting more excited about my own creative endeavors. I recently ran a small art fundraiser for the first time, and I'm working on an album with my friend, and I might have landed a part-time gig as a gallery manager somehow. We interrupt this broadcast to bring an important announcement. Someone just complimented my hair, which was so sweet. I'm feeling good. That was so cute. Oh, he's like, I love your bun. Thank you, sir. I decided to start a new YouTube channel, and so far I've been posting more consistently. There's nothing quite as motivating as a brush with mortality. I had been planning a big road trip after I graduated from college, but it ended up not working out. Now, I've decided to readjust the trip to be more like a combination of themed activities, day trips, and maybe a full road trip sometime in the future. In honor of my recent ER visit and Lucifer obsession, and also in honor of my 13 years in Catholic school, the experience is going to be called the Road to Hell Tour. It will be a virtual tour of vaguely devil and theology themed shenanigans starting in Washington State, but hopefully becoming a West Coast trip to visit all the Lucifer filming locations. If you know me, you might know that I love acting, and I almost pursued a film and animation career before becoming an educator. Being a teacher is basically like doing improv and stand-up comedy combined. It also means that I've been spending all my time on the computer recently, which is ironic given that I turned away from animation because I decided I didn't want to spend all day on the computer, and I wanted to be more social. However, the people I work with are amazing, and I still love my job. I'm grateful to even still have a job, at least until the end of August when my contract is done. So, Gosh darn it, I'm excited to be silly, creative, and thoughtful here on YouTube. And I'll be sharing music, art, and Road to Hell tour updates here until I get burnt out or move on to a new project. If you're still watching, thank you for listening, and I hope you stay safe out there and take good care of yourself. Big thank you to my friend Nikki for helping me film and my friend Tala for playing us out.
Went to the bar to get a little closer to myself and learn